What up? What up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The show is about to begin. It's Monday. Got to get back to work. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you were successful in your endeavors this weekend. If you're a realtor, I hope you're out there showing homes, open houses, listing appointments, making that money, getting to work, right? Today's little topic I want to share is how to become a successful real estate agent or even broker, because the broker's job is completely different than a real estate agent's job, but they go along, side by side. In the real estate business, you have it's always been known, right? Real estate business was what I like to call an old man's business. What does that mean? The typical real estate agent's age, I believe, it's changing now, but I believe it was 56 or 58, somewhere right around there. Meaning that there was more people in real estate that were that age than the younger generation. And why was that? Well, real estate was considered an extracurricular activity, meaning, you would do it after you retired. People that retired wanted to make a little extra income and they would get into real estate. And that's what it was always known as. But as time has gone by, you and I both know that things are getting a lot more difficult. Real estate agents are getting more savvier. AI, artificial intelligence, is getting savvier. So things are getting more difficult for everybody, unless you're sharpening your tools. And what I mean by that is, in real estate, it's always been considered an easy business to get into, and quick money, make quick buck and get out, right? And that was one of the biggest problems that we used to have in real estate, was that a lot of real estate agents, for some reason, felt that you could get rich in real estate, and you could, but the issue is that everybody thinks that you can get rich in it really quickly, and that's incorrect. So what tends to happen? Well, what tends to happen is what you have those agents that I like to call them the leapfrogs, right? They leap from one office, check that one out, see if it gets any easier to make money. Well, that one doesn't work, then I leap to the next office and see if that one works, and it doesn't work, and leap here and leap there, and then they're leapfrogs. They're the ones who just run around all the time. I mean, you see them all the time. As a broker, they come into my office quite often, and they're always looking for that magic pill. They're always looking for that new motivation, right? That new inspiration to get me pumped up and get me back in order. And I can figure who they are, because number one, I ask them, how long they've been in the business, and where is their business at now. And most of them are looking for the magic pill, the hey, just pick up that phone and close as many deals as you want. And it doesn't work like that. You have to sharpen up your skills. You have to sharpen up your conversations. You have to sharpen up your production, your product, everything. I mean, it's an entire business, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of work to it, if you do it the right way. If you don't do it the right way, you're going to be that realtor that leaps from one office to another office to another office and to another office. So that doesn't go to say that there isn't good at real estate agents that just were with the wrong real estate company, right? But when a real estate agent blames his broker for his decision to join that company, right? I think that's something that I believe that realtors should blame themselves for, right? In our world, in the business of real estate, it's all about how do we make money, and how do we make that money grow, and how do we make the company grow so next year we're making more money, and etc. And you have to implement steps. You have to implement a process. My brother Ricardo's really good at that. That's what he's an expert at, and it helps the company grow a lot, right? But you got to stay on top of this. You got to play like I mentioned in my last video, you got to play the CEO hat and the employee hat. But if you want to be a successful, back to my topic, right? If you want to be a successful real estate agent, ladies and gentlemen, number one, understand that you're going to get into this business, and understand that you're going to put a lot of work in for the first few years, and understand that it will get easier, and understand that you have to pick up that phone. You have to talk to people. get off the MLS looking at homes that everybody else is selling. And you're like, oh my God, I wish I could sell that one. Oh my God, I wish that was me. I wish I was the one that was closing that deal. Because it happens all the time. Tunnel vision. And then you forget that you haven't been talking to anyone. And then 1 hour goes by, and then 2 hours go by, and then 3 hours go by, and guess what? Your day is gone, and now you're like, oh, I'm tired. I worked hard today. I did a great job. And you did it. And you didn't. And if you were a CEO, the CEO of that company, and you were paying that employee, I'm pretty sure you would have fired him. Because you can't afford that. You can't afford to be paying someone that is not producing. The company has to produce. Therefore, the staff, the employees have to produce as well. But somebody has to hold them accountable. And again, back to the problem is that you don't hold yourself accountable, and it becomes this ripple effect. You start blaming the broker, and you start blaming everybody around you, or you start blaming the market, and it's incorrect. Blame yourself. Start there. Start there. Blame yourself. I made a mistake. I need to clean this up. Let me move on. Right? So, I'm sorry, I got a phone call there. Start with the simple task. Number one is join a real estate company that is active. And when I say active, I don't mean active as they're selling a lot of homes, because that's a huge mistake a lot of agents make, especially when you're new. Look at their per agent productivity. Meaning, if you have 1,000 agents and you're closing 300 transactions a year, you're horrible. Company's horrible. That's a 3. That's 3 transactions per every agent in your company. That means you either have too many agents that aren't producing, or the broker is not helping them produce. That's bad. Find out what their per agent productivity, how many realtors you have in your company, and what is the average agent closing deals a year. A healthy transaction nationwide is 7 deals. I don't. That's not enough for me. I say 10 or 12 deals should be healthy. You should be getting paid every month a paycheck. Every week if you can, right? Some of our real estate agents are getting paid every week. So consistency, discipline, everything goes on with that, right? Focus on getting on that phone. Focus on talking to people. Your main objective is not to be on the MLS. Your main objective is not to set appointments up. Your main objective is not to do paperwork, transfer disclosures, and etc. I know we do it. As a new agent, we have to do it because we have to learn it. But what I'm saying is, don't focus on that, where your tunnel vision is, I have to do this, I have to do that. I have to be at a home inspection, to use that as an excuse as you were working. Oh, I have to be at the termite inspection, to use that as an excuse that you were working. You got to get on the phone. Got to talk to people. The more people you talk to, the more appointments you're going to set. The more appointments you're going to set, the more closings you're going to get. Simple as that. Stop looking for that magic company. They're not out there. They don't exist. If you're looking for a good company, number one, do they have any training available? If you want to get a little bit more analytical, who's training me? Because there's a lot of people that should not. I see online all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, I know who you are. You should not be training people, right? Nonetheless, it is what it is. Sometimes we got to start from the rock bottom, right? And you'll realize as you go through this business who's who and what's what. Get yourself a schedule. If you can, get yourself into a little mentor group at your office. Maybe there's a couple of you guys that are on the same page, and maybe you guys can get together and make calls together and make it fun, so it doesn't get boring or scary. But you got to get training. You got to get on the phone. Those are the most important things that you should be focused on, and do those first things in the morning, because first thing in the morning you have more energy, right? So no leapfrogs, right? No leapfrogs. But if you are looking to move, find yourself a company. Do your research before you join that company, so that you don't become that real estate agent that's leaping all over the place and never seems to find the golden goose egg. I'll see you guys on the next one. It's Monday morning. Time to make some money. Headed to my training session with my agents. Left the gym this morning. I've been pretty consistent with my trainings in the morning. I hit up the gym at 5 in the morning. I'm up by 4 a.m. Hit the gym by 5. I'm out of the gym by 6. Get to my house, get ready. I'm at my way to the office. I usually get there by 7:30. That's when my day starts, Monday through Friday, and sometimes even Saturdays. I'll see you guys on the next one, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you guys the best. Questions, anything you need some help with, drop me a line. Take care. Peace.